Hello and welcome to this beautiful video. This week we are doing something a little different. I tapped in and asked what humanity needed at this time. And what came through was a pep talk, a channeled pep talk from the Akashic Records and Source. So this goes into just how to move about at this time, how to stay neutral, how to spread love, and ultimately knowing that it matters and it doesn't matter at the same time. You'll understand when you watch the video. I hope you enjoy it, and much love to all of you. Humanity is at a crossroads right now. Where are we going to step next? What direction are we going to move into? Is it going to be the same one that we have been going on and perpetuating this circle, this never-ending circle of fear, greed, lust, pain, suffering? Or are we going to move into this timeline of love, of strength and power within the people? We bring this message forward at this time because humanity needs it. People need to hear that they have a choice. The choice is in their hands. It doesn't belong in the government. It doesn't belong in the people that are sparking this hate and these wars on the planet. The power is within our hearts. It's within how we look at ourselves and how we look at those around us. Are we looking at the world in love? Or are you wishing that you were somewhere else? Are you perpetuating the story that humans are stupid? That humans are going to fuck up again? These storylines are not helping you. They are not helping you when you negatively talk about the timelines that you are anchored into. Low vibration timelines need low vibrational energy to continue existing. To collapse a timeline, all it takes is a different thought, a different movement, a different action, a different perception. And it's okay if the old one comes in at first, as long as the new one comes in quickly afterwards and you choose the new timeline. I'm scared that I might lose my job. I don't want to have that thought anymore. I trust that I am fully supported and held by the universe, no matter what outcome arises. That is the new timeline. And being presented with both in the same moment, choosing the higher vibrational timeline, that is what shifts it. These energies need energy that matches their frequency to continue existing. Negativity cannot exist in the realm of positivity. They are not the same. They are polarized and they are very different energies. So if you are only feeding positive energies, positive thoughts, positive actions, positive timelines, the negative energies simply cannot exist within that because there is nothing to feed them. There is nothing to feed them, and there is nothing for them to thrive off of. It's in your hands. This may feel like a big responsibility to some of you, but trust that it is not, because whatever happens, know that you are held. It really doesn't matter what happens. And this might shock some of you. It fully doesn't matter what happens because it's all playing out exactly as it should. It all just is. From where we see it, it's all neutral, and it all is just existing in the same dimension, in the same realm. It's just existing. I can feel myself resist that because I've created a narrative as to what we do on Earth matters. It matters, and I can, like, we have a mission, and I can feel myself resisting, which just fully cut off the channel. So let me get back in. It's interesting to hear that nothing matters, because I've heard of Earth's prophecy, and I've heard of the role humans play in this universe. And so to hear that none of it matters, I think it's a verbiage thing. I feel like I understand what they're saying. Like, it's all just a lesson, and Source doesn't judge. Source doesn't judge where we're at. Source is simply just learning from all of it. I'm feeling just expansion in my heart and in my field at this knowing that Source is just playing around. Just playing and seeing and being curious and knowing, and although this might be hard because it feels so real to us on Earth, it feels so real, it feels like what's going on the planet is horrible and horrendous and bringing so much emotion for so many at this time, and people are moving through it. But know, from a larger scale, from Source's perspective, that it's all neutral. Source knows exactly what's going on, exactly what's playing out, because it set up all of these actions to learn from, to experience fully. And ultimately what happens on Earth will not destroy the big picture of Source itself. So take this pressure off. Allow this knowing to integrate into your being. Take a few deep breaths if you need. And allow this knowing to start chipping away at the fear, at the pain, at the worry of the state of the planet, because those sensations, those emotions are not helping. They aren't doing any good, and although Source does not judge these emotions or these feelings and sensations, know that experiencing them ultimately isn't putting the state of the Earth into a better place. We must tap into love. We must tap into peace, excitement, curiosity, magnetism, abundance, love, 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 love frequency. Source is coming through. All of my children are protected. All of my children are held divinely. All that I am, which is all that you are light. Each and every one of you, bad and good, you are light. You are held. And you are playing the exact role that you are meant to. For I love all of it. Keeping neutral to what's going on will ultimately help you move into a state of more oneness and unity. If you continue to feed the polarization of what's going on the planet, this will only separate you more. Coming together in oneness, coming together in unity, coming together in love. This is where you are headed. And you anchor in this timeline, you anchor in this prophecy, this knowing by trust, by your actions, by feeding the emotions that are beneficial to you. The pain you feel is not real. It's simply an illusion. It's programmed. You come into this world and everything is neutral. Everything is cleared and you are fully able to morph into what you need. Emotions flow through you with ease. I'm seeing like the emotions just like run through like like a faucet. Like your body is the faucet, and then when it's open, the water can just flow through it. But when the faucet is closed, that's when the pain sticks. That's when the suffering happens. But they are simply all just emotions, all just things to experience. They actually have no weight to them. It's just this plane of existence where you come to experience these things and learn from them, and it's your attachment to them that makes you experience one of these emotions for a long time. But that stretched out emotion is an illusion. You've built up this tower around this one fleeting feeling that was meant to run right through you, and you attached to it and built up this tower surrounding it. And now on the open field, there are these towers that are built so tall because they have been fed by all of these thoughts and other emotions and experiences, when ultimately they were just meant to be a raindrop in the field, soaked up by the dirt and the soil. This is what we mean by it's an illusion. The pain is just a frequency that can be tapped into. It just exists. It's not permanent. It's not a tangible thing. It's purely just energy that flows in and out. I'm going to explain this a little bit more. They keep saying this and I keep seeing a visual, and it's more so like the emotions are here. I think the word illusion is like confusing me. The emotions are here but they are simply just energy that we tap into. It's almost like energetic particles that can move through our being, and we come here to experience it. Like in this plane of existence, emotion is an energy that exists, and it's just flowing. It's like the trees, it's like water. Or rain would be a good example. And rain is able to flow. It's able to just move in cycles and be experienced. And if you stand out in the rain, you can feel the rain, but then you come in and you dry off and then it's gone. Or the rain comes down, hits the soil, moves in, and it soaks it a lot, and then it goes back up, and it's just this cycle. Like emotion just exists, but we create the pain and suffering by attaching and ultimately creating emotion and creating a deeper meaning almost to emotion. Like that's what they mean by it's an illusion. Like we have created this fully other thing for emotions when ultimately they're super simple and they can flow through with ease. Like children are really good at doing this. They just feel something and then they move through it. And they feel something and then they move through it, and it just like wipes off them and they don't attach to it. And that's where they're saying like it's programmed into us to attach to them, which causes the pain, which creates the reality in which these emotions have like a hold on us. They have like we build this emotion as this giant tower, and then our experience, thoughts, actions all attached to it rather than letting it just like flow through. And that's what they're meaning by it's an illusion, because we are in the present. And if you have emotions that are still still affecting you in the present moment, like now, like that is the present moment, and everything else is an illusion. Everything else does not exist. And so when you are experiencing emotions from a past thing, it simply isn't real, and that's the illusion part of it. And this is what's causing the most conflict on the planet right now. People that have these built emotions that don't even exist, yet they feel so real to the person experiencing them. And we can move past this with the understanding that it doesn't exist, that it's an illusion, and to stay neutral to everything, to all that happens. Just be the faucet, just be an open faucet at all times. Experience what you need to experience. You don't even need to understand the emotion. Just let it flow through you, because that's what you came here to do. And that's what Source was saying by it ultimately doesn't matter what we do here, because we are fully loved no matter what. We are that neutral form that can take shape and take hold and let loose and morph into what needs to happen. We will close out today by saying, you are in a great place. Do not let the outside world try and make you think that Earth is going to crumbles, that Earth is crumbling. Don't let that fear, that propaganda get you down or make you believe that there is pressure, there are negative feelings to be had over what is happening, because it simply is just happening. And when we can stay neutral, it will just flow through and non-attachment can be present. And when non-attachment is present, it flushes away with ease. All that's being experienced when we don't attach to it can just happen and then be done. Happen and then be done. It goes in the waves that it's meant to, and right now the wave that's presenting itself is the wave that's leaving. But in order for it to leave, we cannot attach to it. We have to loosen the grip, and we have to just let it play out and know that everyone who's experiencing what you are seeing is fully held. They have contracts to experience these things, and Source loves all of it. It's all light. It's all love. It's all neutral. The more you can stay in your centered space, in your own energy, in your reality as you know it, creating the narratives, creating the timelines that you wish, knowing that everyone's held, that everything will be okay, that humanity will go on exactly as it's meant to, that I am safe, that I am abundant, that I am cared for. If 50,000 individuals alone believed that, it would change the course. The old timelines would not be able to exist. We love you. We hold you. You all are exactly where you're meant to be. Just keep holding unity frequency, neutrality during this time, and all will be righted. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a different one from what I normally do. It jumped around a lot, so I hope you are able to kind of follow along and that it spoke to you. And if you have any thoughts, please share in the comments. I know these are big ideas and big things to think about and integrate. The source of today's message was the Akashic Records and then source frequency itself. So I hope you were able to feel that it does come from this loving place, and that ultimately it's all just happening. And Source loves all of its children, all of its souls equally, and knows that they're exactly where they're meant to be. So I hope that gives you comfort. I hope that takes the pressure off. And I hope it allows you to step out of fear and into the knowing that you are held and you are loved and you are supported at all times. And we all are. And the earth is doing just fine. Humanity's exactly where we're meant to be. And spread some kindness. It can change the world. So I will see you soon. Have a good week.